Have you ever noticed how easy it is to start something and how difficult it is to keep going? A new workout, a new diet, a new journal, a new hobby. For a few days, you feel unstoppable and you imagine the person that you're about to become. And then life settles back in. The excitement fades, the alarm clock feels heavier, the gym becomes optional, the journal stays closed. And eventually, we begin asking ourselves a dangerous question like, what's wrong with me? Well, maybe nothing. Maybe motivation was never meant to last. Think back to the last time you started something exciting, like a new job, a new relationship, a new goal, or even a new notebook. Everything felt full of possibility. And that's because our brains love novelty. New experiences capture our attention and they stimulate curiosity. They promise change. And for a little while, simply imagining a better future is rewarding, but novelty has a hidden expiration date. Eventually, the new becomes normal, and normal doesn't create the same emotional spark. Not because we failed, but because our brains adapted. And that's what healthy brains do. We've been taught to wait for motivation, to feel inspired, to feel ready. But think about the people you probably admire the most, like writers, athletes, musicians, scientists, parents, teachers. Do you think they wake up every morning with overflowing with motivation? Of course not. They wake up with responsibilities, with distractions, with doubts. The difference isn't that they always feel like showing up, it's that they don't expect motivation to carry the entire journey. They let routine carry what emotion can't. So imagine hiring someone whose work schedule looked like this. I'll come in whenever I feel inspired. Well, we wouldn't trust that person with our business, so why do we trust our entire future to a feeling? Motivation's wonderful, but it's unpredictable. Some mornings it arrives before we do. Other mornings it never shows up at all. If our progress depends on motivation, our progress becomes unpredictable too. So here's the surprising part. Most people believe motivation, then action, then results. But life usually works the other way around. It's actually action, results, and then motivation. We don't feel motivated, then go for a walk. We go for a walk and suddenly we feel better. We don't want to start writing, but we write and discover the ideas we're waiting on the other side of beginning. So momentum isn't something that we find, it's actually something that we create. So here's a small experiment. Tomorrow morning, instead of asking, do I feel motivated? Ask a different question. What's the smallest action I can take? 1 page, 5 push-ups, 10 minutes, 1 paragraph, 1 phone call, and make the goal so small that your excuses become larger than the task itself. Small actions don't look impressive until they've been repeated dozens and hundreds of times. So maybe motivation isn't disappearing. Maybe it was only ever meant to introduce you to the journey. And after that, consistency has to take over. Not perfect consistency, but human consistency. The kind that misses a day and simply begins again tomorrow. So if you've been waiting to feel inspired, stop waiting. Take one small step instead, because momentum has a remarkable habit of creating the very motivation that we thought we needed first. So thanks for spending a few minutes here with me at the Better Everyday Lab, actually with us. So until next time, I'm Dana, and that's Spruce, the lab assistant, and we send you much love and peace.